And the last method we are going to discuss is called the issue tree, which is sometimes used just for brainstorming or just for grouping, but it can also be used for creating a whole separate committee work structure. So what issue tree is, basically you have the topic question right here. You write the topic question in the biggest branch of the tree, and then the delegates, or you help the delegates, but once again it would be better if the delegates did it themselves. They name the bigger categories and the aspects of the tree. So for example, if the topic question was something like the EU border problems, we could here you could have like high a big number. Wait, for example, let's take one topic as an example to make it clearer. For example, if we take something like border control issues, what you could do, like the bigger categories would be inner border control and outer border control, or lack of inner border control and outer border control issues, and reception, and with like outer border control issues here, as it would be one of the bigger branches of the topic question. Then you would have then here you would have smaller branches which are like part of the outer border control. For example, it could be reception conditions or the safety of the regular immigrants. So that way you make sure that the delegates do not just come up with generic solutions, which are never good for like a deep resolution, but that they come up with specific clauses which actually like lets them tackle the issue completely. You could hold as many rounds as you want. You could always tell them that, okay, this branch needs more branch, and you need to come up with more ideas. Or once you are satisfied with the result that you have, then you can already move on to the operative clauses. The advantage of this committee work structure is that it helps not only you to make sure that the clauses are specific, but it also helps the delegates as they have the visualized version of the topic. It helps if the committee is struggling with understanding the topic, or if they are struggling with coming up new ideas, visualizing the issue might help them. After they are done with the problems, once you are done with the introductory clauses, what you could do is you could use a different structure, or you could actually continue using this structure and create a mirrored version of the topic, which means that you start with instead of starting with the biggest branch as you would in the introductory clauses, here you actually start with the smallest branches. So for example, the smallest branch would be a branch of outer border control, which was like reception conditions. The first delegates need to solve those smaller problems, and what you could do is, once again, visually, once the delegates feel like they've already solved the clause they wanted to solve, then you could like cross it out. Once you cross out all the smallest branches, then you ask the delegates if they feel like the branch that they were part of is also solved. If they think that they need additional clauses they need to come up with, then they come up with them, or if they feel like they've already solved that with those small solutions, then you already move on to the bigger branch, and you finally reach the biggest branch, which is the aim of the resolution, basically. So once again it weirdly mirrors the introductory clauses, and it helps the delegates realize whether they've actually solved the problem given by the given by you, given by the chairperson. So that's basically it. That's the last committee work structure we are going to discuss. And yeah, once again, but the advantages, the kind of topics that this structure would work are, once again, big topics that have many aspects. If it's a smaller topic, I would rather not do it. But if you feel like brainstorming is not going well, or the delegates are not seeing the bigger picture, or they are not too prepared for the committee, then I would definitely suggest using this one, because it works really well both for the, especially for the weaker committees, and for the stronger committees that are way more prepared. You could use other other structures.